Good. Well into the afternoon, Trainiacs. Currently just past 3. I did the biggest workout that I've done since the last half Ironman I've done. 3:47 on the bike. Big over distance day now that we are about 6 weeks away from Coeur d'Alene, followed by a 25-minute run at 4:20 per kilometer pace, sub 7 mile pace. No fancy montage of that because today is a bigger day. We're announcing and showing you what the coaching platform is gonna be like. Want to save some time for that? Hold on to your butts. All right, Trainiacs. 3 hours, a nap, a giant bowl of oatmeal, and a few minutes coaxing NTK into making us delicious sushi tonight, and I'm back. So when I started thinking about what I wanted a coaching platform to be, it had to be a few things. Number one, it has to be flexible. It has to account for people racing at different times of the year. Also has to account for people not being able to train on certain days. Also has to adjust based off of the inputs that the triathlete is giving. I also want the Trainiacs to be accountable to yourself, accountable to me, and accountable to everyone else. If you're accountable to more people than just yourself, it's harder for you to cop out, so it's more likely that you're gonna stick to it. Big thing was that it had to be affordable. One-on-one coaching usually starts around $200 a month. The other option right now is basically free and you put it all together. And I wanted to work out so many discounts for you that essentially it pays for itself by making all of that gear that you have to buy in a year cheaper. And then finally, I want it to be interactive. Like I said, people are gonna be accountable, but I don't want it to be just, here's your plan, here's what you gotta do on the day. All right, see ya, Taren out. I'm gonna have office hours, and there's gonna be a community aspect of this where we do group rides, group workouts, so that you're not just going through it by yourself. Let's make that all around the world. I've already built it. Let me show you. All right, so here's the wireframe of what I want to build with my very much non-designery eye in mind. You start by adding race distances with your first and the last race of the year. You rearrange the workouts to where you can do them throughout the week, and we'll guide you with this with tutorials so that you can drag these around and customize when your workouts are going to show up. You put in your max heart rate on the bike if you know it. Your FTP on the bike, same thing. If you know it, great. If not, we'll help you out with that. Then you answer these 3 questions about your overall health. Have you had sicknesses? Have you had injuries? And from that, you hit generate your training plan, and what will be spit out is your annual periodization. Boom, right from there, we start spitting out all of your customized training zones. We spit out when throughout the season you should be focusing on base, when you should be focusing on strength, when you should be focusing on speed, and all of your workouts are going to be customized for when in the season you are. So what's going to happen is you will tune in every single day and there will be a customized workout for you, pulling from a database of around 2,400 workouts that'll be reflective of what your A race is throughout the year, where you are in the year, how you're doing in your training. You'll also have indications of when my office hours are going to be in here. So if something comes up throughout the course of the week that you're like, I really need to talk to Taren, you can tune in to that live stream. We will also show the notifications for the group ride in there. And this is where you'll also see the accountability. You'll check off whether you've completed these workouts or not and how it went. And where this is going to go next is that aspect of the Trainiac community. We're building in a social media feed so that you can show people when you completed a workout, how it went, and you can see from other people which workouts they've completed, how it went. And if you have a question for them that can't really wait until office hours, you can post it in your feed and people that follow you can go in and answer it for you because maybe they've had a similar question that they've asked me before. They know the answer to, like, oh, this swim terminology, yeah, I had to deal with that. Boom, there you go. So it starts building this accountability that we are a team all around the world, and I think that it's gonna be awesome. Obviously, a lot of the calculators that we've got for your race nutrition, for your daily calorie calculators, and all of our sponsor discounts are going to be listed here, and you can see some of the sponsor discounts that we've already worked out. Finis, Ventum, you buy one bike, boom. This entire program is paid for. FYI, we're targeting just $57 a month. So you might be saying like, hey, Taren, this is a wireframe. I wanna actually make sure that this works. It does. You might not know this about me, but I am quite handy with a spreadsheet. So I've actually gone and built a functional working model of this to show you how it would actually work. Step one, you sign up, you put in your name, your email address, and your birth date. And it's already from your birth date starting to calculate certain aspects of your training. Then you put in your inputs. So you put in the approximate date of your first race, your last race, and what your goal race is for the year. So in my case, my first race is Coeur d'Alene. My last race is gonna be Half Ironman Worlds. I put in that it's a half Ironman, and then I select all of the days that I want to work out. You can just easily drag these and that's actually my training block over the course of a week. Boom! You've got yourself a training plan where every single day it indicates, obviously, what the date is, where you are in your annual plan, and what the purpose of the week is. Are we building speed? Are we adapting to that speed? Or are we resting? And then the workouts are given to you, and it's pulling from a database of, like I said, 2,400 workouts. Now you might be saying, well, hey, Taren, like you could have just put these in. No. Look at the warm up right now. 4 times 50 done as 100 easy free. If I change it to a sprint, 3 times 150. So it adjusts based off the race that you're training for. What if you want to change days? All right, well, we'll just take this. We'll move it over to Monday. Bam! It's on Monday, huh? How about this? And this is as easy as it's going to be. And remember when I said that it starts customizing based off the inputs that you give it? As you're going through workouts, you start inputting how stable is your life? How's your recovery? Are you beat down or are you sore? How many hours of sleep did you get? How did your workout go? Did it feel really good or did it feel really challenging? And then as you start accumulating data, within a matter of days, you start indications of, you're looking good. Go after it 100%. Kill it. Or listen closely to your body today because it's starting to recognize that your trends are dipping lower. And then when it dips low enough, it'll actually indicate that maybe you should take a full day of rest. So it's not just that static training plan anymore. It starts listening to give you those indications to back off or to push, because it's not just as simple as like, here's a training plan, we're gonna give you this nice straight line and that's all that happens. That's not life. This recognizes life. I'm so jacked up about this. When this started working, I was like, OMG, game changer. Okay, now here's the thing. Why is this not out yet if it already exists? Well, remember when I tried to launch those training camps and I said to you that I was going to be better at listening to you before I go too far down a path? In the description below, there's going to be a link to a Kickstarter campaign. Now, this Kickstarter campaign has a very low goal of just $2,500 US. It's going to cost a fair bit more to build this. It's not about raising money. I just need some indication that you want this. But what you'll see is that all of the rewards for supporters of that Kickstarter are getting discounts on 2 months of the coaching platform, 4 months of the coaching platform. And if people are willing to support the Kickstarter with all of the incentive really just being getting a discount on the coaching platform, it's a very good indication that a lot of you want the coaching platform. So all right, Trainiacs, this is massively exciting. The link to that Kickstarter is in the description below. And if you have any questions, my email address is Taren@triathlontaren.com. I'll be answering questions and sharing more details about all of this over the next month as that Kickstarter campaign is going. So go check it out. Hopefully you like it. I'm jazzed.